pandemic swept into our lives, shaking us out of our comfort zones. Collectively, we grieved the world we once knew, questioning how this experience would shape the world to come. The social distance provided an opportunity to reflect, go within. With all the lessons learned and wisdom gained, we now have the opportunity to collectively participate in a grand rising. We have the freedom to shake off the years that have come before and step into our greatness. The Centers for Spiritual Living can no longer be the world's best kept secret. It's time for us to emerge into this new world, driven by faith, leading with courage, and moving with action. It is time for our grand rising. So without further ado, I would like to introduce our speaker for today, someone who always turns my spark into a flame. Her words and energy do it for me every time. Come on up here, Rev Steph, St. Amand.
Oh my God, I love this guy. Love him so much. Oh, you know what I'm going to do today?
Nah.
Whatever you want. Gonna sing?
Oh.
I am gonna sing.
All right.
I wake up to a brand new day. Thank you, thank you. I wake up to a brand new way. Thank you, thank you. I can see a brand new story. It's unfolding right before me. Spirit led and spirit fed. There's only good inside my head. I wake up to a brand new day. Thank you, thank you. Right? Oh, thank you. Thank you for getting into that with me. Thank you so much. When you said there was Mardell on here, I didn't realize there were so many people in the room. Hello, beloveds. Hello. Oh, I'm trying something new. I'm holding the mic. I love stand-up comedians, and they always make an entrance. They take out the mic, and then they move this over there.
All right.
And then they get ready for their show, right? That's nobody needs anything in front of us. We're good to go.
Yep.
So I will say, a grand rising happens to me every single day. A grand rising happened to Ernest Holmes in 1926 when this wisdom just flowed out of him and he wrote The Science of Mind. That was a grand rising. Something sparked him to do that, right? And so every day we have that same opportunity. We have that same ether, an infinite intelligent presence that is back of absolutely everything. We have that. I love Kathy Ann Lewis. She says, Dr. Reverend Kathy Ann Lewis, minister for CSL Seattle. She says, I use the mind that Ernest used. Right? Ernest said, I use the mind that Jesus used. But I use the mind that Ernest used. That sits well with me because that mind was a glorious mind. And my grand rising every single time I get to do a talk is I read the CSL global themes and go, oh my God, I can't do that. And I write my own talk. Sorry guys. Right? So it's a brand new day. Every day is a brand new day. Yeah. So I read the notes and was triggered and did all my processing because that's what we're here to do. We're here to process. We're here to filter out. We're here to do all that good stuff. And what I love is that I'm given this opportunity to do that and become something more because, man, did I ever have a healing this week. I read the themes and the topic, I was like, oh my goodness, I don't teach that. I teach oneness. I teach oneness. So this is what the talk is about, oneness, right? So I wrote down that song that I wrote years ago, I Wake Up to a Brand New Day. You can also hear it every weekday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time, because it's my theme song. It's my life theme song. I wake up to a brand new day. Thank you. I wake up on the right side of the ground and I'm breathing. Holy man, what a day I get to unwrap today. I have woken up inside of tombs and inside of caves so many times in my life, and yet I'm still here living, breathing, and having my being. Because I don't need to talk about all the stuff that's happening out in the world. I want us to know what's inside of us that can change that stuff. Because we have a power and a presence within us. I actually like holding the mic, you guys. This is fun. Stand, never again. It's great. So every day is a new day. Every moment is an opportunity. Embracing the present, being in the moment. That's how we are going to create world peace. Being in the moment with our open heart space. A moment, every moment is an opportunity, and today is the only day. Today is the only day. If we are living in the past, we are not living in the present, and the present is the gift. A brand new baby day awaits us every single morning we wake up. And I'm a work in progress. Anyone else here a work in progress with me? Not Randy, he's perfect just the way he is. Love that man too. Every day I get to work on myself. I get to carve away the marble that no longer serves the exquisite nature of that which divinity itself placed inside of me. And the same for you. So the pain of living in the past, there is pain. If we live in the past, we're probably not thinking about all the good stuff, right? We're usually sitting in our stuff, worrying about the past, like it's going to come back and throw up on us again and again and again. That's what happens when we live in the past. When we live in yesterday, if yesterday sucked, why do you want to live there, right? No matter what yesterday looked like, we affirm every Sunday, like a phoenix I shall rise. Like a phoenix I shall rise, no matter what yesterday looked like. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I used to roll pennies for bread, you guys. I used to roll pennies for bread. And like a phoenix, I found a book that helped me grow and evolve and shift my thinking. What an amazing thing. Oscar Wilde, he said, there are only two great tragedies in life. There are only two great tragedies in life. One is not getting what you want, and the other is getting what you want. Right? Think about that. Those are the only two tragedies. Not getting what you want because we really want it. How many times have I had a temper tantrum because I didn't get what I wanted? Only to get what I wanted, and it wasn't what I wanted. Right? And then the other tragedy is getting what you want. Because then what? You're starting from scratch over and over and over again? Be present in the moment and live from this beautiful expression of spirit that wants to be revealed in every moment. Every moment there's something within us. So the second line, I wake up to a brand new way. Right? I wake up today, I get an opportunity to unwrap this day, and we get to learn how to use this beautiful philosophy that's teaching to shift and change our lives. We get a brand new way, and every moment that we feel we've fallen down or misstepped is actually an opportunity to find a new way, to find the way that's going to work for you. This teaching isn't for everybody. It's for the brave and the strong and the worthy and the hardy. Right? It's for Winnipeggers. Right? This teaching is really about mining your own magnificence and getting out all those diamonds of your life. So Ernest Holmes, 100 years ago, almost 100 years ago, he was talking about this stuff. And he was already saying, enough with the theory. We can talk philosophy all day, every day, blue in the face. But if we are not putting this teaching into practice, what is the point? What are we doing here? We get to exercise a brand new way every single day. We get to prepare ourselves each and every day for the moreness of our life. So enough with theory. This is my life right now too. Enough with theory. I've read enough science of mind books. I've read enough books on diet. I've read enough books on tons of stuff. I'm a chronic learner. I'm obsessed with learning stuff. But I've learned a lot of stuff, and so if I'm not putting that into practice, what is the point? Ernest Holmes says, prepare your mind to receive the best that life has to offer. So prepare yourself. Prepare your mind for the best that life has to offer. That's what this teaching teaches. How to prepare your mind to accept into your lives the best that life has to offer. We demonstrate the law and our understanding of it with every opportunity. Every opportunity. And so, I read the theme. I was triggered. That's good stuff for me. Yum, yum, yum. Good stuff. Because it is my responsibility to check in with that healing process. It's my responsibility to check in with what I need to do to get rid of the toxicity that instantly occurs inside my body when I'm triggered. You know, it took about 3 minutes. That's a really good rebound time.
No, right.
Right? That's a really good rebound time.
Yeah.
I don't have to do that talk. It's a brand new day. So collectively, it's our responsibility. It's our responsibility to do our own healing work. We cannot make anyone else anything. Right? We are here to work on the beloved heartbeat that is within our own space. We are here to learn how we can love deeper, wider, greater, bolder. We are here to expand upon the very nature of divinity within each of us. And so, I can't get triggered, and Peter can't heal me. He might say loving things like, Steph, you've got this. You can do this. You are magnificent. That's community. But no one can sit in the stuff that I have created in my life and do the work for me. No one. It is my responsibility. It is my responsibility to do my own healing work and to show up in this community as the best version of myself I possibly can. You know? Oh my goodness. Like Barb, you're singing today, right? Your singing heals people. Give yourself to love. I'm crying over there because Barb's singing to me. Just give yourself, if you want love, give yourself to love. If you want healing in your life, give yourself to the wholeness that you already are. Powerful and profound. But we are the ones responsible. No one else. People held my hand. People held doors open for me. People gave me books. People fed my soul. Absolutely. But no one else did the work. And that way I can say, I did the work. Look at how far I've come. Look at all this amazing journey that each and every one of us are on. It's delicious. It's delicious. You know, when Ernest Holmes said, I'm calling him Ernest now because he and I are just best friends now. We're just best friends. Mr. Holmes and I, you know, Ernest and I, we hang out. He told me eons ago, treat and move your feet, right? So the brand new way is knowing a greater truth, but acting upon that greater truth. Doing your treatment work, spiritual healing, affirmative prayer, doing your meditations, doing all of this good work. It has purpose and meaning. And are you taking that energy, are you taking that medicine out in the world with you when you go? Or are you just holding it hostage in your sanctuary and in your own space? Are you bringing your whole self to this community? Are you bringing, and community isn't just the people in this room, right? I was just scrolling. My thumb likes to do that nowadays. And all I saw was, as I scrolled, a neighbor isn't a geographical location. A neighbor isn't a geographical location, right? Community isn't just the bums in these seats. But we love the bums in these seats for sure. But the joy that you receive here, the inspiration that you receive here, the healing that you receive here, are you bringing that out in the world and shining your light? Are you being the example? Are you moving your feet in the direction of your word? Right? It's treat and move your feet, but I'm changing it. I've changed it. Treat and live your life as if. Treat like you're the boss and live as if you know you just gave a command to a powerful universe that wants to know you're good for you. So we have the freedom to shake off the years. We have the freedom to shake off all the stuff that we've been holding on to. Vishen, I can't say his last name. You guys know the Mind Valley Vishen, right? Vishen, he's such a lovely soul. He said in his book, The Code of an Extraordinary Mind, to be extraordinary is to be connected to the spiritual aspect of yourself and to feel it move you to create, change, invent, and rattle the world. Right? Rattle the world with your brand new ways. Rattle the world. What I used to hear all the time, what is she on? What are you on? You know? Love, try it. Joy, it's endless. You know, be that. We are extraordinary. We are born that way. We are born extraordinary. We are born perfect. And society has tried to domesticate us and indoctrinate us into the stuff. Into the stuff. We have to have tea at 3:33. Make sure you cut the edges of your sandwiches off. Put your trays in an upright position, right? We have all this instruction, but your minds, when someone tells me to do something that I don't want to do, I turn into a 4-year-old. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So we have the freedom to explore this beautiful expression and to create a brand new story. I can see a brand new story. It's unfolding right before me. We get to think new thoughts. We get to change our thinking and shift our lives. We get to grow and to expand. We get to evolve. The Science of Mind, our friend Ernest, he said, all illumination, inspiration, and realization must come through the self-knowing mind in order to manifest. We are the storytellers. We are the storytellers. People share things with us that are just untrue, and we buy into them. And we buy into them. And we have the power, the freedom, the consciousness to shift that story and to see that truth is in behind all of that mess. All that mess. You know me, the sticky and the sweet, right? The sticky and the sweet. It's all the wholeness. It's all divine. I would not be who I am today if I didn't first roll pennies for bread. I would not be who I am today if I did not see that I was worthy enough to receive handouts. Because they were hand-ups, right? One of my favorite ministers, Rev Amand, she just blew my mind yesterday. She said we were having a debate, or not really a debate, we're having a delicious conversation because I was triggered. And she said, the way to change the world is to be willing to be changed. What? The way to change the world is to be willing to be changed? I can't just say this is the way the world should be and force everyone else to live it? Because that's worked so well for humanity so far, right? Yeah. Right, you have to be willing to be changed. I know Tam used to have this thing on her wall too that said, you aren't truly listening unless you are willing to change your perspective or something like that. You aren't truly listening unless you're willing to be changed. And so, how do we learn and grow? How do we evolve if we're stuck in our old self? We gotta write a new story. And we gotta stop blaming and shaming people for not living our stories. Oh my goodness. It's okay that other people have different opinions. Oh my goodness. The people who don't like my opinion, thanks for sharing yours. Love you. Peace and blessings. Every person, every interaction, every experience is a holy moment. It's a holy moment. Why is it a holy moment? Because every single one of us is divine. We're just poking all the divinity. Within every moment of discomfort, discontent or dis-ease, the energy of love resides. We cannot find our wholeness. We cannot feel healed if we weren't already whole. Because there is nothing broken inside of us. There's the story we need to keep putting on repeat. Broken record. Nothing broken. You're perfect. If we look inside ourselves to see what lessons, what gifts and wisdom are present for us, we get to expand. We get to shift our change and think. We get to change our thinking. We get to think our changing. We get to think our changing. That's true too, right? So there are people who are going to irritate us. That's okay. What are you going to do about it? Like I had a fascinating week. I was like, I'm getting to this place of awareness. I just want to be aware. Oh, I can feel the toxicity of something in my body because it doesn't feel like love, it feels harsh. We know what toxicity feels like in our bodies, right? What anger, stress, tension, lack of sleep. These are things that are energies inside of our body. And the closer we are to ourselves, the closer we are to knowing who we are, the closer we are aware and in touch and in tune with this beautiful physical tuning fork that we have, this compass that we have inside of us, the faster it is to release all of that energy. Oh, we don't need that energy. We don't need that toxic venom that is moving through our bodies. Why does our body even create that anymore? Let's evolve past that. Dinosaurs aren't chasing us. We don't need the fight and flight anymore. So we get to see life unfolding before us. We get to have this beautiful expression and experience, and we get to tell a new story. If you don't like the story, the book that you're in, put the book down. Put the book down. Rebuild that page if the rest of the book is great. You are free to expand upon the very nature of your own being. It's magnificent how magnificent you are. Spirit-led and spirit-fed. There's only good inside my head. Spirit-led and spirit-fed. There's only good inside my head. Because everything is holy now. The power, the presence, the infinite, intelligent mind that is back of this life, that is exploring who you are through your unique and unrepeatable expression. That is a divine power. And the power that is within you, that is your power to do what you will. Your power. It is your power, your presence. Your mind is the mind. You are tapped into this powerful expression. And we get to consciously choose every single day the experience that we are having. Is the experience that I'm stepping forward to, is that sweetness? Can I look at it as sweetness? Is it loving? Is it kind? Is it bringing me closer to oneness? Is it uniting me with another heart, another soul, another life? Am I deeply understanding the connectivity between all things? We get to lean into the depth of wisdom that we have learned from all those lessons. I'm not young anymore, you guys. But I am. So I've got years of lessons, and we all do, years of stuff that I've unpacked. And I don't have to stay there. I don't have to keep going back there, because there's something pulling us forward. There's something inside of each and every one of us that pulls us to our highest and greatest good. It is our highest self that is already present throughout all space, all time, all existence. It is already a possibility expressing itself as we step into whatever it is we are knowing, whatever we want to lean into, we can. We have that power, that presence. And be willing to change. Expect, right? Ernest said, prepare your mind to receive that best stuff. So expect that best stuff. Expect the highest and the best as we accept the possibilities that are already being mined through the activity that we are experiencing. The possibilities are endless. The possibilities are infinite. You are the power. You are the power. Makes me want to sing again, Barbie. Ernest Holmes says, I live in the faith that there is a presence and a power greater than I am that nurtures and supports me in ways I could not even imagine. I know this presence is all-knowing, all-power, and is always right where I am. Do you believe that?
Yes.
I believe that. I believe there's a power and a presence that is greater than I am. I don't need to close my eyes to feel it, but I feel it deeply when I close my eyes. And it nurtures me, it supports me. It says yes to everything that we ask of it. So be careful what you ask of it, right? The two tragedies, getting what you want or not getting what you want. So be careful, right? It's our responsibility to do our own work. It's our responsibility to bring a higher self, our best self, everywhere we go. It's our responsibility. Rumi said, I love this. Remember, the entrance door to the sanctuary is inside of you. It's inside of you. So to bring this out into the world, all this stuff that we feel, the stuff that we learn here, the stuff that we know here, betters lives, enriches lives, impacts lives. I love the new mission statement. You guys like that?
Yes.
Love it. We're here to impact lives, so homework for a better world. Know in my life that homework is not mandatory, right? Invitation, not demand. But here's some homework for a better world. How can we expect to create peace on earth if we can't see it within our own minds? How will we know what peace on earth looks like if we can't visualize it in our own minds? Why can't we visualize it? Because we've got the news on and we're looking at some stuff that triggers us or pokes us, right? So, homework. I believe a collective consciousness, holding daily the eradication of poverty by visualizing the outcome and trusting that it is possible, will impact this whole world. A group of dedicated, conscious people praying for, meditating on, and visualizing, seeing in our minds that truth. It is possible. In fact, it's the only way it's possible. So how do you know? How do you know it isn't possible if you haven't tried it? So I invite you, homework time, if you are so moved to change the world. Be willing to change, right? And to see it. To see it. Believe that there is a power and presence greater than you, and you are simply just pressing upon the law it operates on, the story you want to be played. The fact that we can collectively know a greater truth is the only way. Because my life, I've done this part. I'm committed. Some would even say convicted. I am committed to show up every day and be my best self, to do my work, and to not flake it off on somebody else, but to do my work because it's inside my body, it's inside my mind. And I believe wholeheartedly that I can change the world by visualizing a peaceful presence. 13 years ago, I went into this space of, what do I want in a relationship? I want a peaceful, healthy relationship. How did I make that peaceful, healthy, loving relationship happen after 16 years we've been together? I chose to be a peaceful, healthy person in a relationship. And so we can do that collectively. If we want peace in Winnipeg, if we want to eradicate poverty in Winnipeg, let's start here. The whole world will follow suit. If we start right here, visualizing it, practicing this teaching, we can demonstrate its evidence that it is possible. And what's the harm in trying, right? What's the harm in trying? We don't know if we haven't tried. I know I don't like peas because I've tried them. And I know I love peas because I've tried it. So in that, let's go change the world being exactly who we are called to be. I love each and every one of you so very much. Thanks for listening.